It is another beautiful day in Arizona, and I'm on Passage 2 on the Arizona Trail. It was a beautiful, windy drive through the mountains today. I would say that most cars can make it the entire way except for the last mile and a half or so. And then it's a very primitive, bumpy road. So I would recommend four-wheel drive. Does not need to be high clearance to get here. This trailhead overlooks the beautiful Parker Canyon Lake. I'm gonna have to go there afterwards to check it out. It looks beautiful. There is not a bathroom at this trailhead, so keep that in mind. There also is not cell phone service. And here is a beautiful view of Parker Canyon Lake. You can see that some trail angels left some water here. It looks like they're all empty, unfortunately. This is the official Parker Canyon Lake Trailhead. This is bear country, so we'll have to watch out for that. We're going to be doing Canelo Hills East. It's 14.5 miles. My first impressions of this trail is that it is completely different compared to any other section of the trail that I've done in Arizona. It looks like it's all these grasslands and a forest of trees. Arizona currently is experiencing a heat wave. It's going to be in the mid-90s in much of Arizona. Here though, in the very southern part of Arizona, the high in this passage today is only going to be in the mid-70s, and that's because of the elevation here. This stretch of the Arizona Trail is a transition zone. It is grasslands that connect the Sky Islands in southern Arizona. The Sky Islands are mountain ranges that jut out in the southern Arizona landscape with grasslands surrounding them. This causes a lot of biodiversity in this area. For instance, people all around the world will come to this area to search for birds on their birding life list. This area is especially rich with wildlife because of the nearby Parker Canyon Lake. This area definitely has a very unique feel. All these trees and grassland is not what I'm used to while I hike in Arizona. It's a really nice change. The last passage I did was passage 7, and it had a completely different look to it. It was all ocotillos, prickly pears, and little shrubs. This area is oaks, agaves, and some sort of evergreen trees. There's also a lot more water sources on this passage. Found some scat here. Might be bear. A lot of the Arizona Trail passes through ranching territory, so make sure to leave all the gates as you find them. I am hearing some flowing water. And so many birds. Here's that water we heard earlier. This looks like a really great water option for thru hikers. Since I'm doing this in sections, I brought plenty of water. This is also a popular spot for people to camp who are through hiking, which is a perfect choice with the water source nearby and a lot of flat areas to set up a tent. Like all my Arizona Trail hikes, I am going to be filming this hike in sections. So today I will be hiking about halfway and then turning around. I will be coming from the north in the future to finish up where I left off. It'll be really exciting to see this particular passage of the Arizona Trail during a different season. Today is the beginning of March. You can see that the trees are brown. I'm sure in the fall or in the summer, it's gonna look completely different here. It's a very pleasant hike, just these rolling hills, nothing too strenuous, just right. And get all these really great views, wide open skies, the clouds. Couldn't ask for a better day. This is about 4 miles in. And man, wouldn't this make an incredible camping spot? Nice flat area. Great views. Wow, it just really opens up as your elevation increases. These views are spectacular. Look at this. You can see all these mountain ranges and all of them in the distance there. And then these rolling foothills that we're walking through with the grasses and the oak trees. And then there's the agaves too. It reminds you that you're still in the desert. One of the best things about this trail, for me anyway, is the smell. You can smell the pine resin. You can smell the oak trees. It's kind of almost like a burnt smell, but in a good way. It's hard to describe, but it's just nice and fresh, clean air. It is starting to get warm, but not uncomfortably warm yet. Just a nice, pleasant warmth. You definitely don't get a whole lot of cover at all. So many birds here. You can hear them fighting. When it starts to get warmer, I like to wear this lightweight bamboo hoodie just to keep the sun off of my skin. It's really thin, so even though it's long sleeved and I like to put the hood up, I feel like it keeps me a lot cooler than just wearing a t-shirt. Sometimes I'll even soak my shirt in water, and then as it evaporates, it really cools me down. Ugh. So many flies on this trail. I'm not used to that. Passage 2 of the Arizona Trail starts at about 5,500 feet elevation. Right now, we are a little over 6 miles in, and we are approaching the highest point of elevation on the trail, which is just a little bit over 6,000 feet elevation. The highest point is where we'll be stopping today. I'm gonna be coming back really soon to start from the northern trailhead of Passage 2 and meet up to this point. You can see this last little bit here. The grade is fairly steep, around 11 to 14% grade. The majority of the trail, though, is gradual elevation changes. There's just a couple segments on Passage 2 that is just a little bit steeper. I would rate the southern half of Passage 2 as between easy and moderate. These views are absolutely incredible. It makes the hike go by really quickly. And here we are. After that fairly steep spot at the end, we are at the highest point of Passage 2. A little over 6,000 feet elevation. Now it's time to head back to my car and then go check out this lake nearby. And then I have this really cool looking microbrewery I have my eye on. So I was gonna check it out real quick before heading back to Phoenix. on the way back to the trailhead, you come across this sign here telling you that about a half a mile down this little trail is the lake. And then you can go swimming and fill up your water bottles over there. So you can see that little faint trail there, just a half a mile, little detour, and you're gonna enjoy the lake. And I know that there's camping and restrooms over there as well. As soon as I'm done with this hike, I'm gonna be driving to that lake and checking it out. Looks like some sort of animal got a snack here. This wasn't here when I came through before. It's really soft feathers. I don't see any blood or anything nearby. If I were to guess, my guess would be that maybe a hawk got a bird, and this is the result of a scuffle. Hard to say though. We are just about back at the trailhead. It looks like it'll be a little more than 13 miles today, with about 2,300 feet of elevation gain. It took me about 5.5 hours today. Passage 2, the southern portion of it, was very well marked. There was plenty of water sources, plenty of places to camp. I saw 5 other hikers and 2 mountain bikers. You're not going to see a whole lot of people on this trail. Next is a short drive to Parker Canyon Lake. I'm going to hang out there for a while and rehydrate and eat my snacks. And then I'm going to head to this really awesome looking microbrewery that's on my way back to Phoenix. So there is this little trail that goes all the way around the lake, and it's only about 5.5 miles. This is so beautiful. The water is so crystal clear and blue, surrounded by these hills and grasslands. I think I'm gonna have to come back and hike the loop around this lake. Today though, I'm just gonna sit by it and enjoy it and rehydrate and eat some snacks. Starting to feel better already. I don't think I realized how hungry I was until just now. Starting to eat. I feel so much better. These cuties are so good. After leaving the lake, I made a quick stop at a nearby microbrewery before starting the long drive back to Phoenix. On the way over, I almost ran into a whole family of wild turkeys crossing the road. The brewery sits out in the middle of an open field surrounded by rolling hills, and it was the perfect place to cool off with a refreshing cherry cider after the hike. This is my first look at Arizona Trail Passage 2 here in the Canelo Hills. I'll be hiking several passages of the Arizona Trail every month, one day at a time, as I work my way across the entire trail. I hope you'll come along with me on the journey.